record.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Allevi8. We have with us Michael Paterson, meditator and meditation teacher extraordinaire.
Not sure about that, but no.
And a very happy Easter to everyone who is celebrating that or has celebrated that today. We'll just give it another minute or so for people to rock up. I think Ian is actually in a retreat. Kathy, that's right, isn't it? Kathy, perhaps you can unmute and just confirm.
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
Yes. In fact, I have a retreat as well that I'm doing on the weekend, the next weekend in the Yarra Valley, so I'm quite looking forward to that.
Right.
My wife did one a couple of weeks ago, so this is a household of retreats right now.
Sounds perfect, and a lovely time of year to be doing it.
Yeah. Actually, Ian had a really nice little segue into that last week, actually, where he talked about that this time of Easter and Good Friday and that whole theme of resurrection, and how it's a really good time to actually firm up on the meditation practice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll make a start. So, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Saurabh. I'm one of the co-founders of Allevi8. And it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Michael Paterson. Michael, a little bit like myself, has a bit of a corporate background, has been in various corporate roles, very senior executive roles for quite some time, and has also had a long-standing meditation practice, and has been a meditation teacher for many years as well. And I think, Michael, this will be your second session, isn't it? Allevi8 session.
Actually, I think it might be my fourth or fifth.
Oh,
it's amazing how they
yes.
how they catch up.
I've missed a few. All right, so Michael, welcome back again, and I'll duly hand over to you. And we look forward to your leading us through the daily practice in the app today.
Terrific, thank you. So yeah, thanks for that introduction, Saurabh, and I am grateful to be sharing some of my meditation experience with you all tonight. And as most of you will already know, the focus for this meditation is the daily meditation or the daily practice. And I'll talk to you a bit about the purpose of this meditation shortly, after I share a bit of my personal story. So, as Saurabh said, I have been meditating, I guess, for a long time. I started in 1983. And over the years, I've practiced lots of different styles and different forms of meditation for lots of different reasons. And I've found them all to be really beneficial. And it's probably taken maybe longer than it should, but when I really get down to the essence of each one of those practices, most of them have been designed some way to lead me to move out of the thinking mind and into present moment awareness. So there's this real movement, I guess, from the havingness of things to doingness to moving into beingness. And there's a really good reason for all of this. When we're in our thinking mind, our time is often spent on the past, reflecting on what went wrong, how it could have been different, or why someone did or said things in a particular way, or why life events happened the way they did. In one way, we often replay the past just to try and work something out, or to try to find a way to justify why what we said or did was right, or why someone else was wrong. And there's not really a lot of benefit to this. And if we're not thinking about the past, we're often thinking about the future, the things we have to do, and how we can best manage them or ourselves. There may be lots of time spent going through all the different possibilities, always trying to get one up on all the possible outcomes that may eventuate. Yet when we're thinking about the past or the future, we aren't present. And no amount of thinking about the past will change it. And if we are only worrying about the future, that won't make a difference to the future either. I'm not saying we shouldn't think about what we need to do tomorrow and whether we should dress warmly or not, or planning what groceries we need to buy so we don't run out of food. But spending lots of time trying to think of all the what ifs, most of which won't happen, means we're missing out on life, which is happening right now. So the only time we can do anything, say anything, or be anything is now, in this present moment. So I believe that if the only time we can do anything is now, then maybe now is where we should be focusing our attention, rather than spending hours thinking about the past or the future. I've got a question. If we are focusing just on this present moment, is there any need to think? I'll say it again. If we're focusing just on this present moment, is there any need to think? No. We just have to be. If I am truly present and just being, I automatically do what I need to without thought. If by being truly present I notice I'm uncomfortable in my posture, I'll move. I don't have to think about moving, I just do it. If I feel a desire to ring someone, I pick up the phone and ring them. If I realize I'm hungry or thirsty, I'll get something to eat or drink. And if I really tune in and notice that I'm not hungry, I can stop eating right now. So when we be instead of think, life is easier. We're more responsive to what is happening in this present time. And that's the only time we can live, in the now. And it doesn't require thought. And this brings me back to the purpose of this meditation. It's really to help us move into being, not thinking, not doing, just being, fully present in the moment, responding to what is right for us. And are there any of us that can't be? No, it's automatic. We are always being. We are always here. We may often pay attention to other things and we may get caught up in the mind, but we can be at any moment, at any time, and in any place. So the invitation with this meditation is to surrender straight into being. No thinking is required, pure awareness, pure being with what is. So let's begin. Welcome. Let us begin by settling into our posture. So if you need to, take a few moments to adjust your body back just as upright as your body is comfortable. And you'll probably find it's best to have your feet flat on the floor, just a little apart. Then you might like to lean back a little and feel the support from the back of the chair, hands resting on the thighs, or simply cupped in the lap. Just notice what is most comfortable for you. And then when you are ready, you might like to join me for a few moments. And let your eyes close gently. Turn your thoughts inwards. And remember that this is a time for relaxing, becoming mindful, and letting go into the stillness. Now, a gentle reminder to yourself of why you are doing this exercise. But that aim to let go of any effort, any striving to make something particular happen. Just being curious and alert as we follow the guidance. Now, just do be curious to notice whatever sounds you can hear right now. Firstly, notice any sounds coming to your awareness from outside of the space you're in right now. Aim to simply notice them. With the intention to let go of any judgment, any commentary. Just simply noticing with a gentle curiosity. Simply noticing any sounds coming from outside of the space where you are right now. And now, bringing your attention more particularly into this space you are in. And notice any sounds coming from within the space itself. Again, just noticing, curious, free of any judgment or commentary. Simply being aware of the sounds. The pure sounds pure awareness. And now, bring your attention more particularly to your own body and listening closely. Maybe you can notice the subtle sounds of the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you do bring your attention more to the breath, notice too the movement in the body as you are breathing in and breathing out. So being aware that as you are breathing in, you are breathing in. As you are breathing out, you are breathing out. And as you continue to hold your attention on the breath, you'll probably notice each time that you do breathe out, there is a natural feeling of letting go a little. It is just a natural thing that as we do breathe out, we tend to let go a little, to relax a little. So without making any more or less of this, simply noticing each time that we do breathe out, relaxing a little, letting go a little. And at the same time, notice how, as you do breathe out, the out-breath tends to taper away, to become longer, finer, subtler. So breathing out and letting go, relaxing a little, and the out-breath becoming longer, finer, subtler. And when the out-breath is completed, often there is a pause, a little gap before we do breathe in again. And so breathing out, the out-breath going longer, finer, subtler, then a pause, a little gap, letting go of any effort to breathe back in again, then aiming to simply allow the in-breath to come back in of its own accord. Breathing out, the out-breath becoming longer, finer, subtler, that feeling of letting go, relaxing a little, then a pause, and simply allowing the in-breath to come back in of its own accord, quite effortlessly. Effortlessly. Relaxing, releasing, and feeling the ease of it all. The ease of it all. Just simply letting go. And feeling it all through the body and the mind, calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. Just going with it. Going with it. Quite effortlessly. Effortlessly. Letting go. Letting go. And now it might help to take your attention to that point between the eyes, a little into the forehead. And notice there what is like a still, quiet center, a point of stillness. Maybe you notice it more particularly in the space behind the closed eyelids. Just holding your attention now lightly on this point of stillness. And it is almost as if you can merge into this stillness. Relaxing, releasing, merging, dissolving, maybe even a sense of expanding into the stillness. Just simply letting go. Quite effortlessly, effortlessly letting go. letting go. And now resting in that stillness for a few moments. And if at any stage you do notice your mind wandering or becoming distracted, as soon as you do notice that, gently bring your attention back to that point of stillness, relaxing, releasing, merging, melting, dissolving, simply resting in that stillness now for a few moments, quite effortlessly, letting go, letting go. That's good. 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 And you are ready now. Just let your eyes gently open again. And the invitation is to continue with this feeling of beingness or presentness as you continue the rest of the evening or day, depending on where you are. I'll hand over to Saurabh to finish off. Thanks, Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Michael. That was brilliant. Thank you. A very fitting end to the Easter long weekend. Actually, I'll just spotlight myself as well so people can see me. Thank you again, Michael.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Saurabh.
Michael.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for next week we have Janet Etty-Lee. You'll remember her from her immaculate enunciation. And so we look forward to that. I was also reflecting on one other thing. This was our, I think, 89th Allevi8 session. So we're rapidly coming up to our 100th session, and then I think that'll be probably first week of July, and then a second year anniversary as well. That'll be shortly following on the heels of that. So if you can think of any good ideas to celebrate, let me know. I'm all ears. You have my email ID. Let's do something. Even if it means we just hang back after the that Allevi8 session and just have a chat, that's good too. But let's do something to mark it. Wonderful.
Fun.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Have a good day. Thank you again, Michael. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much, Saurabh. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.